Hey, hopefully you're able to get with us. We had some little logistical difficulties there as Mark had to get off the podcast and he hit the wrong button. He's not going to like that I called him out on that, but too bad. So a little bit of a logistical challenge there. We had to fire up a new Hangout, so hopefully everybody saw the link and we're good to go. We were just getting started with the news when this happened, and you'll notice Nick is missing. He will be back with us in a moment.
This is like Destiny 2.0, where it's pretty much the same. Nothing really much has changed.
Completely different.
But there's some more content.
Anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so our first news article was that Nintendo has selected a new CEO after the passing of their former CEO, Mr. Iwata. So about 2 months ago when he passed, Takeda, get it right yet, and Mr. Miyamoto have been running the company until a new CEO has been named. This past week, a new CEO was named in Tatsumi Kishimisha. And again, I'm still not sure if I put the right emphasis in the right place there or not. But he was started out as a banker, and he has actually been a long time part of Nintendo, including 7 years as the CEO of Nintendo of America. Most recently, he had been managing director for HR and got promoted to this position from there. So that is your new Nintendo CEO. Rumor has it that he's actually probably very likely a transitional CEO, one as he is a very old school Japanese management type, starting with the banking industry, and just that he's late in his career. So a lot of the analysts seem to be believing that he is most likely a temporary, transitional CEO, though he did join the company as part of the Pokemon studio in 2000, so before crossing over to Nintendo proper. So who knows? We'll have to see how this all passes around and see how he does and what happens. But so Nintendo is now no longer leaderless.
Yay. But
Hooray.
their previous leader will never be forgotten. Ever.
This is true. Very, very large legacy left there by Mr. Iwata.
Very
all right. So, Destiny brought up again. Maybe I should have said Dynasty.
Dynasty?
So, Dynasty. In other Nintendo news, as long as we're here, you two are just far too young. You really, I mean, you know, there was a conversation going on in a chat earlier about how, you know, Cheers started before a member of the chat was born, and that made us sad. Those of us that remember Cheers.
Cheers.
You mean the show? Everybody knows your name.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to watch it with my mom.
Yeah. So I mean,
My dad.
I think he was probably exaggerating just a touch, and not to mention it's been in syndication like forever.
What?
But in other things to make those of us who have been doing this for quite a while feel old, Super Mario Brothers turned 30.
Right?
On the 4th of September. Got a really lame Google Easter egg.
Oh, yeah.
That was not... I thought it was actually going to be able to let you play. Out of all the things that Google has done...
You would have thought they would have let you play level 1-1. I mean...
At least 1-1.
You can play Breakout on Google, for Pete's sake. I mean...
So why couldn't we play...
But, yeah... so you did a Google search for Super Mario Brothers, and then in the... left side there was a coin box which wasn't normally there, and you could click on that and it would make the coin ba-ding, 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 and then when you hit 100 ba-dings it went for the life up mushroom, and that was it. So
to be fair, I don't know how this happened, but I had headphones plugged in. I took the headphones off because I wanted to concentrate. I clicked the box, and it wasn't the sound didn't come from the headphones. The sound came from
your speakers?
the actual speakers, and I told the machine to go through the headphones. So Google has performed magic. I'm just gonna state that right now.
Yeah, well, it's Skynet in waiting, so
Wow.
we're just waiting. But yeah, it was not the first appearance of the brothers. Obviously, Mario had been in games such as Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers before they were Super. But
When
this
they were actually Pummers.
So this is Super Mario Brothers, the NES or Famicom, depending on which country you were in. Classic, that game that so many of us not necessarily cut our teeth on, but really defined the 80s and gaming. So
that game had a lot going on in its early, like secret mushroom places, and even the
warp
with the
zones,
secret, warp zones and hidden one-up mushrooms and hidden mushrooms, hidden stars.
There were a lot of things that game that had never really been done before and are still used largely to this day.
Yeah.
Structure-wise.
That's still cool. That's really neat just to think about how far we've come in 30 years, but other games missed it. Dusty.
So yeah, that was very sobering yet exciting to see, and it's still a game that's still being emulated. I mean, we're still making Super Mario Brothers games. Well, we aren't, but Nintendo.
No, Nintendo is. They're still doing a good job with it too.
Yeah, it's a good legacy. It's nice to see that being recognized, and at the same time can make one feel incredibly old very quickly. But then again, I buy my comics from what was originally a music store, and I'm watching these 17, 18, 19-year-old kids coming in and buying vinyl, and I know they have no clue why they're doing it other than someone told them it was cool. So
what if they actually surprise you and feel like, wow, it actually does sound better?
There's a lot of factors that have to go into something on vinyl sounding better, and I'm guessing most of them don't get it. But anyway, analog versus digital, yeah. Although, depending on how you want to look at it, vinyl is actually kind of old school digital.
Oh.
Anyway, so in other news, not related to the things that we're not talking about here.
We are going too far. Yeah, in the rabbit hole.
Yeah. August analysis was published this last week, and for those of you who don't know, this only tracks North America, and this only tracks physical sales. However, a lot of interesting numbers coming out of this. One of the most interesting numbers is that while the gap between Xbox One and PS4 continues to waver slightly, the gap has pretty much stabilized. I'm going to be guessing that we might be seeing another closure of the gap as we head toward the holiday season, and it looks like Microsoft is pushing more with the sales. I have a feeling like that gap is going to close because last holiday season it closed a lot compared to what it had been. Looking at the first 22 months of the PS4 and Xbox One versus the first 22 months of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, this generation is kicking tail. 360 didn't even reach the levels we're currently at until you get to about month 30. So we are well ahead of the curve. Obviously, PlayStation 3 didn't uptick till much later in its life cycle. PlayStation 4 is still top sales. Let's see, where was the other number? Hardware sales are down a little bit from 2014, but then again, hardware sales sold so quickly. I mean, the number of consoles for both systems that have sold in the first 2 years of this life cycle are just staggering. The PlayStation 4 and Xbox One both sold over 200,000 units each. The Wii U, sadly, is almost a negligible.
Can you fathom just put all those units into a warehouse? Just try. Try.
Yeah, that's a lot of boxes. There's a lot of pallets
lot
of,
of boxes.
of devices. So,
Yeah.
the fact that the point in the life cycle is just kind of astounding. Wii U didn't even get to 10% of the market for this month, for August, excuse me. Software sales are down from this time last year. Probably not that surprising, especially since we haven't hit the AAA season yet. The AAA season is hitting a little bit later this year than it did last year. So we're looking at the top 5 games for the period that this report works for were Madden 16, Minecraft, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and Grand Theft Auto 5 and Lego Jurassic World. So we're not really to the this year's rush of AAA titles, or at least bigger holiday titles. But again, that also is only physical sales. NPD does not have a way yet to incorporate online copies being sold through the services of the respective consoles. So yeah, if you want to look out there, you can go ahead and Google. There's a lot of interesting charts and information out there. But it's those who are calling the demise of the console. This information seems to prove them thoroughly wrong.
Quite wrong.
And oh yeah, that Apple device, yeah, that's not gonna that's gonna do worse than the Wii U in terms of games. So let's not even pretend that's.
Are you talking about Apple TV 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be like,
you'll get it, but it's anywhere near the numbers that
no.
the main consoles are doing right now.
No. Probably it'll be maybe similar or a little bit better than the Wii U, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't even think it'll reach the Wii U's numbers, which is kind of sad. But
that's a pretty good insult right there.
Well, that is a bad one. After the first Apple TV was dropped down to $70, I can see a lot of people just sticking to that one.
Well, yeah, and I guess I should clarify. I can see the number of units beating the Wii U number of units sold, but I don't think that the majority of those units will be being used for games.
No.
I guess that I should clarify that.
I mean, any real gamer, not even that. Let's talk like honestly. Who would get this for games? And what games are they playing?
Well, there are some kind of, sort of, almost real games that are going to be coming out for it, and there are like the Infinity and Skylanders, both I believe were announced for it. The weird thing is, though, there's a 200 meg limit on apps.
Which is
what size?
Yeah, it's strange. I think
it's a good thing, though.
It's going to be heavily like internet based.
Yeah, so there's going to be weirdness going on there.
Or magic.
But anyway, we'll find out more about that as that device gets published, and maybe I'll be wrong. It happens every once in a great while. Tokyo Game Show happened. We're going to say again because basically only one company has any news that's come out of that. So we'll clear out the rest of the news first, and then we'll head over to that because it's going to be just a deluge, if you will.
I have a little bit of news. I have one little tiny bit of news, but it gets me really excited.
Okay, well go for it.
I couldn't find it in the keep, so I figured it's not there.
Yeah.
So there's a certain deluxe edition coming out, and I'm very excited about it. It's the Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition.
Oh, yeah.
And okay, cool. November. Oh, all right. Wonder what it comes out with. Is it going to be, night vision goggles? No. Is it going to be a heliquad? No. It's going to be a mini fridge, but it's the Han Solo and Carbonite mini fridge. And it's so awesome. But you think mini fridge, awesome. I'm going to put, as much as I can in there. Well, it can only hold about a 6-pack of cans. But it's still cool to have, and $130 could probably get you a better and bigger mini fridge, but this one's Han Solo and Carbonite.
You know they sell stickers that you could just put on the front of your fridge for that.
Oh, okay, or that. But come on, if you really want it, and it's a little tiny Carbonite Han Solo. So if he did unfreeze, right? On Carbonite?
Fallout.
If he
If
thawed
he
out,
did thaw it, yes.
then like it'd be a little tiny Han Solo saying, "Ah, I can't see," but it'd be really tiny.
Right. I think I'll stick to the version where I just get my DL-44 blaster and whatever the other an emote or something. I forget what it's called, but
Oh, cool.
so that's the regular.
Yeah.
That's not the regular edition. It's the one up from the regular edition,
Yeah.
whatever they're calling
This
it.
is again $130. If you really want to get it, I think it's cool.
It's cool, but I'm at a
But
point in my life where that is not a valid expense.
it's not like night vision. It's like night vision goggles. Like they kind of work, but why would you? You don't need those to play Call of Duty 2. So why are they included? That kind of thing. It's neat.
It's neat, but
Yeah.
it's still at the same time kind of, I don't know. Kind of like this next article. It's kind of neat, but I'm not sold on it. So a while back, I don't know if that was a good transition or not, but
It's terrible.
We'll
Let's
take
go.
it.
It's better than the others.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? We're going to go with it.
it's got to be better than Mark's bad puns. It's gotta be.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. You
Oh,
know what else
my.
rhymes with Applecraft? Minecraft.
Oh!
So
How did you mimic him so perfectly?
It's like he was here.
Right? It's called I've known him for far too long. So a while back we covered the fact that a Telltale Games version of Minecraft called Minecraft Story Mode was going to be coming out. This takes the world of Minecraft and it into the Telltale Games now patented and well versed story of the old version of the old point-and-click adventure game. So the first episode of Minecraft Story Mode now has a release date. The first episode is titled The Order of the Stone, and will be released on PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Xbox 360 on the 13th of October. That's right, less than a month away, just barely. So for those of you, I'm sure. Let's see. Sorry, there's a little bit more here. It will release for iOS and Android on October 15th, and a Wii U and PlayStation version will be sometime TBA. If you are looking for a physical copy of the game, that you will have to wait till October 27th, and that will be for PC, PS4, PS3, the One, and the 360. And there, as always, you can buy them individually, episodically, or you can buy a season pass or whatever you want to call it to get all the episodes, and you usually save about $5 doing that. This will be a 5-episode series, because that does sometimes kind of jump around, whether it's 4 or 5 or 6 episodes. And the series will feature people such as Patton Oswalt, Catherine Tabor, Paul Rubens, Ashley Johnson, and Scott Porter. And there is actually a story to this. So they're still in the middle of Game of Thrones and Borderlands. So it's interesting to see that they're jumping into this one already. And we know that still this year we get the Walking Dead Michonne series, which is actually based on the TV show. So, or the comic TV show, I think. I forget now. Anyway, one of the other of them. So yeah. So Minecraft Story Mode. Anybody interested in that? Have you played any of the Telltale games?
I want to.
You want?
Yes.
Turo, any of them?
The Walking Dead, season
Walking
1,
Dead.
not 2.
Okay. You're missing out.
What were the other ones? What were the other ones?
Oh, any of them, all of them. Walking Dead season 2, Wolf Among Us, no, Game of Thrones is excellent.
Oh, I played the first of Game of Thrones, the first one, and crap, I forgot.
Tales from the Borderlands. Then if you get back into the old ones, they did the 2 series of Sam and Max, the
I did play the Sam and Max
ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I played. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I played a bunch of those. Yes.
Okay. So anyway, Minecraft story mode, I have no interest in Minecraft, zero whatsoever, none. But you put Telltale Games in front of it, and all of a sudden I'm going, I might buy that. So it'll just be interesting because it does actually have a story. I mean, part of what Minecraft doesn't attract me is the complete lack of a story. So there is that to look forward to. I may not get this one right away, just with as crowded as this holiday season is, but I will play it eventually. So. Okay, onward and sideways word. This was not a TGS announcement, to the best of my knowledge. However, it is PlayStation related. Sony has announced that it will be ending Facebook support for the PlayStation 3, Vita, and TV systems as of January 2016. As of yesterday, you could no longer download any Facebook features for said consoles, which is kind of sad because the Facebook app for the Vita is quite possibly the best Facebook app out there. It's amazingly good, which is kind of surprising, but I prefer it far over the phone app. So it's kind of sad to see that go, but then at the same time, I almost never used it. So I can see, I'm sure there's licensing and such that's tied up in this. But that also means we're losing the ability to post from those systems to Facebook. I'll admit, I haven't seen a lot of posts in my Facebook feeds coming from people's PlayStation, Vita, TV, or PS3s. I know the PlayStation 4 does do it, but it puts it in a hidden area, so you actually have to go into Facebook and unhide it for people to see it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's a privacy setting. Another one.
But you can't by default set them to show. You have to manually go in and do it, which you didn't for the PlayStation 3 ever before. You just set your default and it would go. So I'm most people's opinions on this seem to be Facebook is tech evil, so we don't care. Does this affect anyone, Nick, with your trophy hunting? Does this affect you in any way, shape, or form that your conquests will not be broadcast to the Book of Faces?
I'm pretty sure anybody who's even following me on Facebook would be more happy than anything right now.
It's a bit of a bummer to me, but again, as we move more and more away from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4, I get it. I'm sure there's a licensing thing there. There's probably a cost for them having that integration. So as those systems fade out, especially the Vita, that is kind of sad to see the Vita being basically phased out, even as they're with one hand saying that they're still going to support the Vita and they're still going to work with it, then everything they're doing seems to say the opposite. So I don't think we're going to see Facebook integration with the 4 going away. But then again, who knows? Because the posting part of it already doesn't effectively do anything. So really all you're doing with Facebook integration is getting the real names feature if you're using that with any of your friends. So that was more just a plug info out there for folks. If you use that feature, it's going away. I wanted to talk about this a bit, but it's kind of an obtuse article the way it's written, so it makes it kind of hard to talk about. But there was an article posted on BBC.com, which is the British Broadcasting Company, their news site, and it was going over a bunch of the different ways that are being studied that gaming is impacting or can be impacting people. And they went everywhere from the recent study that was published that's saying people are 4% more aggressive after playing a violent video game. How you measure aggressiveness or how you note that somebody's 4% more aggressive than they were before, I have no idea. But they went from that to a game has been put out called Underground that's actually a laparoscopic surgery simulator trainer, but it's done in the form of a kid's game where you're trying to extract these small critters out of caves. But the controllers are actually designed after laparoscopic surgery devices, so it's actually early training for that type of career.
Cool.
To the part where your mind can actually process information more quickly and recognize pattern changes more faster if you're playing fast-paced games.
That's actually really cool. That's awesome.
It is. And then to the point where there's now studies going on of how certain types of games can actually help. How do I say this without offending somebody?
Just do it.
People of an older age. So we're talking about, there have been the whole like brain training games that have been kind of a fad for a while, but there's not really been any. Yeah, there's not been really any good evidence that they're really doing anything other than making you better at playing those particular little games. But there was actually a study done by University of California in San Francisco that they created a game where you are actually, what it works on is playing the game while doing other things. So it's actually focusing on multitasking. And they found that after just playing the game for just 12 hours, just 12 hours, relatively low.
I remember saying just 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh. Well, for the study, it's just after 12 hours, the older people that were part of the study were outperforming the 20-year-olds that were playing it. So it's just another way of showing that there is a way to use that type of technology and that type of thing to gain, retain, and keep your mental acuity up. And they said, well, okay, this game was specifically crafted to do this. What happens if we switch it to the real world? And they switched over to Sonic the Hedgehog kart game. I forget what it's called, but there's a Sonic the Hedgehog kart game. And on average, after 15 hours, the scores before and after, there was a 30% increase in the mental acuity scores after playing the 15 hours than there was before. So there's a lot of studies going on out there about video games, and they're not all that video games are evil. I guess that was the point that I wanted to bring out there, that we constantly hear about these things where it's damaging, it's hurting, it's desensitizing, it's causing mental breakdowns or whatever, but that's not all of the studies that are going on out there. And that laparoscopic surgery one, the fact that I'd never heard of that before was just kind of crazy, because it's totally not a surgery game, but yet it's teaching people that skill through a game. So, thoughts?
I've heard actually quite a bit of
awesome.
Negative.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I've heard quite a bit of negative recently, so it's nice to hear some positives, yeah.
So, yeah, it's just good to know that there's other stuff going out there, and you can find it, and it's out there to find. So, wow, I said the same thing like 3 times there. That was really dumb. Apologies. All right, so that brings us to the big dog of the day, or of the week. I actually had completely forgotten that Tokyo Game Show was going on. Life, stuff, things.
What is that?
What is Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah. Is that a big deal?
Yeah, it's this little gathering of people in a little town you probably never heard of called Tokyo, which is in a country you're probably unfamiliar with, known as Japan.
Is that Canada?
No, this is Japan. It's a little island just off the coast of Canada.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I know where it's at. All right, continue.
The funny thing about TGS this year is the only news that I've been seeing out of TGS is Sony news. They were apparently the only major competitor there that had a full-blown event. So a lot of the news that's coming out of there, and granted, I know a lot of it is Japan-specific, and a lot of it's probably not making it to the non-Japanese media, because even the stuff that's making it across is all in Moonscript and Moonspeak. And since I do not speak Moonscript nor read Moonspeak, yes, I said those backwards. a lot of it is lost on me. However, there are some key elements that are very interesting to people around this side of the pond. Oh, wait a minute, the pond's the Atlantic, the bigger pond on the west coast. So we wanted to hit at least a few of the high points. 1 second, I apologize for the interruption. Life, I tell you. Anyway, the first was don't everybody answer at once.
Sorry, you froze for me. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you froze for me too.
Weird. Okay, good, fast internets that I'm paying lots of money for don't suck. It didn't drop at least, so that's good. All right, so TGS, whatever you heard, I don't know what you heard. Blah, it's TGS, it's news, and it's all Sony because they're the only major vendor. So the first article that we had there is, what I was saying is I don't believe either of you played Bloodborne, did you?
I did.
I
enjoyed
want to. It's
watching
on my
it.
list.
Okay. Well, the first Bloodborne expansion, called The Old Hunters, will be available on November 24th, which would make a great birthday present for me, except I don't play Bloodborne. So a special edition of Bloodborne that includes the Old Hunters DLC will also be available on December 3rd. I don't know, and this does not say whether or not that is Japan only. So I'm thinking not the way this is worded, but we'll get clarity on that in the coming weeks. Gravity Rush, a game that I never expected to get a sequel and I never finished, is coming to PlayStation 4 on December 10th for Japan and January in 2016 for Europe and North America, and also announced a 2016 release window for a sequel. So there will be a sequel to Gravity Rush, which is known as Gravity Days in Japan. No word on whether the sequel here will be called Gravity Days or Gravity Rush.
That's the first game I beat on the Vita, so I'm excited.
It was a very interesting game. It worked very well to show off some of the powers of that particular platform. So another game I had not heard of, or if I'd heard of, I've completely forgotten about, was called For Honor. Which is developed by Ubisoft, and they released a new trailer for the first playable hero, which is referred to as the Oni. Now, that's weird, because I've always understood Oni to be translatable to demon or monster at least, but it's basically a samurai with an Oni mask. So, but anyway, there is a trailer out there for that, and it was it looks awesome graphically. Still not quite exactly sure how it plays. It looks kind of like a cross between a Dynasty Warrior and what was that? Romance of the Four Kingdoms. Is that what that series was called? The one about China history. So, yeah. Also announced or brought up again. The new trailer was revealed, but we knew this was coming. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Jack the Ripper DLC got a new trailer. On top of Yakuza 6 information coming up, Yakuza is getting an HD remake and will be out in the fall of 2016 on the PS4 for Japan. North American release yet. Something that piqued a lot of people's interest and then instantly went into the phase was the announcement of King of Fighters 14. King of Fighters is a very popular fighting game from the SNK series, and has a lot of things that I've always felt at least are unique to it. I'm going to just say it's probably that's maybe not entirely true, but for me that series is very hard. I don't do well in it. But the thing that got people really mumbling and grumbling, instead of the normal 2D graphics, spike graphics and environment that they're used to, the series is for the first time taking the step into 3D graphics and realms. So a lot of people are not terribly pleased about this because it's known as a very fast, very responsive, very sprite-based fighter. so the 3D realm with models and 3D environments is not being exactly embraced by the community at this point. And I've kind of just rambled through a lot of these things really fast. You guys have any input on any of the things we've hit so far?
No, just a bunch of info coming from TGS, which is, awesome. But I'm kind of bummed out that there's not surprised that there's not a lot of Microsoft, because they're doing terrible over there, right?
Yeah, Microsoft.
Still, they always have.
Yeah, they always have, and they're not due. Now there have been some announcements, and I did not get it in the keep notes. So once we're done with the TGS news here, I'll see if I can find them. But Microsoft recently has locked in exclusive, whether temporary or completely exclusive, JRPG series, couple of games.
Series Psy.
Seriously? Seriously? But anyway, they have been trying to work into the Japanese market still, even though they are being completely thrashed. And actually, consoles as a whole are being thrashed, like we talked about briefly last week, where in a world where the mobile... In a world where the mobile and handheld space is huge, the consoles are really performing lackluster in their country of origin. So, a couple more news items. I'm just going to keep going through here. We'll stop at this one because I know Nick will have something to say. But
I think I know what it's about. No.
Bandai Namco has announced new entries into their One Piece and Gundam series of games. Now here's the one that Nick wants to talk about. Because we still don't know when or if Kingdom Hearts 3 is ever going to happen, now we get Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't just 7.5 or something. But it is going to be another compilation similar to 1.5 and 2.5. But this one includes Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep .2, which I don't know if that's going to be any different than the original Birth by Sleep. And then scenes from Unchained X, which I have no idea what Unchained X is.
I don't know what to... I bought 2.5, so whenever I fix my PS3, I could just be like 1.1, 1.5, 2.5, boom.
Nope, now you got to go through 2.8.
So I have to go 1.5, 2.8?
No, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8.
Yes.
What's 2.8?
So can I explain? I know all about
2.8 includes Dream Drop Distance, which was the 3DS game. It includes Birth by Sleep, which was the Vita game.
That wasn't in the 2.5?
Yes. Okay. So here, no, look, just stop. Seriously, I'm not trying to be rude, but you're kind of messing it up a little bit. So Kingdom Hearts 2.8, yes, you're correct. It is another. Here's 3 games to play while we're still making Kingdom Hearts 3 game. Now, what it includes is Birth by Sleep. Sorry, I said that wrong. Yes, Dream Drop Distance. So the full 3DS game will now be remastered in HD for PlayStation 4, not 3. 4.
Yeah, okay. I didn't say PlayStation. It is PlayStation 4. Yes.
The 4 game.
So wait, 2.8 is a PS4 game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The 3 games that are included are Dream Drop Distance, remade, so it works. Birth by Sleep 0.2. Why 0.2, I don't know, but 0.2. It is not the original Birth by Sleep. It is a small, playable episode that is after Birth by Sleep, and it explains what the hell happened to Aqua. And all you're doing is playing as Aqua.
Okay.
Okay,
then,
that was not
it's
clear.
an add-on.
All right.
Yes. Then, yes, Project X or whatever that other one is, that is a movie. That is an hour-long movie explaining, hopefully, explaining some of the lore of Kingdom Hearts. Again, this is all in prep for 3. So, no, you're not getting another Birth by Sleep remix with a secret boss. No, you're just getting...
I forgot Birth by Sleep was in 2.5.
Yep. So you're basically getting... Here's what the hell happened to Aqua. Now wait till 3 comes out.
Okay. All right. Got it. And a short movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how short the short movie is, so.
An hour?
Not enough to actually do something, apparently. So.
Okay. Thank you. And now I have another Kingdom Hearts to get.
Yup. I heard the yay in the background.
It's Samo. I want to play Kingdom Hearts in front of her, but I need the PS3 fixed, and so just more Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna be awesome because we're gonna get a whole refresh before 3 comes out, and it's just gonna be a giant movie pretty much.
I'm excited for 3. Yes.
Okay. I'm bouncing back and forth between screens, so I wasn't sure if I was.
I'm going to interrupt for a second because I know Toro is going to die over this news, if he hasn't already.
I don't want to die.
You've heard of Go, right?
Go? You mean Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Yes, I have to become a millionaire between now and when it comes out because all I'm gonna do is travel and catch.
I know.
I have to become a millionaire. Anyway, what else do you have for me?
So, what have you heard is all I'm going to leave it at right now.
I've heard nothing except for
No?
I've heard things that are reality and what it's actually going to be, and I still don't care. What it's actually going to be is still exciting. My MacBook is dying, so that's why I got my charger. Anyway, there we go. Now we're good. So what's going on? Please inform me because people keep telling me
it is nowhere near what that commercial was. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was going to happen, but this is how I see things happen. I see things like, hey, there's a Gyarados, a shiny Gyarados with Gyarasadite in the middle of lakes everywhere, and I'm going to have to borrow a boat to go out there and catch it.
That is accurate.
Yes, I see that happen. I see I need to go into this building, or I need to go over here right now. I have to leave my job right now because there's only a 2-hour limit or time frame for me to catch this Pokemon at the top of this hill. I have to go now. Like, that's what I see happening.
That's based on the person, but yes, technically that's true too. Yeah.
Damn it.
So I see little children running into the street to catch Pokemon and getting run over.
Yeah, we're all
People have already talked about that too. Like, and that's the thing is the kids won't be able. Okay, let me rephrase already what I'm saying. The kids shouldn't be able to just freely run into the streets and get whatever the heck they want. Now, it should be. It's supposed to be adult played, kid watched. I think is what it is. So you get the little Poke Bluetooth adapter. The game will notify you if a Pokemon is nearby.
Oh, jeez.
You will then pull open the app, tell it to search for Pokemon. It will then figure out, oh, yes, you are. If you go, 20 feet this way, you'll find a Pokemon. Won't tell you what, but you'll find a Pokemon. You get close enough to the area, it registers you're in there, it will pop up a Pokemon, and then you'll have to tap Catch Pokemon to actually catch it. And then if you catch it, you will then have that Pokemon, period. And you can use it in battles, and you can do everything else with it. It is then yours. So, but it's not like, oh look, I'm actually going to throw a Pokeball. Oh look. No. So, that's what I know of it. I know the Bluetooth adapter, everybody's yelling about how ugly it is.
Wait, the little Pokemon pin?
Yeah, they hate the wristband that comes with it.
Oh, I was like, it looks like a gym badge pin.
It does. That was my thought.
Why would they, what? I thought it looked cool.
Weird.
People are weird.
Just leave it at that.
Weird. Like, if I see somebody wear that, I'm like, oh, open up your app right now.
Yeah, that's the maybe one other person at my job who's going to be doing that. Me and him are going to be fighting each other on Pokemon all day long.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. Oh, this is the closest thing that we have to actually going out and catching Pokemon. Can you imagine going on vacation? Like, kids will be going crazy. Like, they're gonna be going on vacation, going on a road trip, and they're going to be like, Dad, pull over right now. I need to catch this golem. He's in that hill. I have to go. I'm sorry. Just pull over. Go. You know, that kind of thing. Or when I go on road trips, I'm going to be like, bloop. I'm like, pit stop.
But you just went to pee 2 minutes ago. I gotta pee again.
I gotta pee again. I gotta peach you. I mean, pee.
I gotta peach you. I like it.
Yeah, it's. I
know.
I hope it lives up to what we are thinking it's gonna be, and it's gonna be amazing. Shush!
It'll never live up to what you want it to be.
Oh, it's going to be.
So yeah, Pokemon Go. I think we touched on that last week. So there was some more discussion on that because we didn't have any Poke experts on it when we did this last time. So there.
Oh, and I'm gonna do this one last one so we can be done with Pokemon. You saw the new Legendary, right?
Oh, the weird
dog that
form?
evolves into. Yeah.
Oh. I saw the new Zygarde form.
Mm-hmm.
Or Zygarde. I don't know how to pronounce it.
That's more powerful than Yveltal and the other one.
Yeah.
Xerneas. Is that right?
Yeah, Xerneas. The fairy deer.
Yes.
Wow, that's going back.
Yeah. So apparently it's more powerful. It's what have you seen? Like, what are your thoughts? You being the one who's actually caught them all.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I understand the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
And I understand the Mega Stones and everything and just transforming them, but and I understand adding new forms to Pokemon that have already existed. And there wasn't really a reason why Zygarde was in the game. Besides, it's the Z Pokemon, and they said that they were going to release a movie for it later. So it's going to be XYZ. Like, it's a trio. It's always been a trio with games.
So they are doing Z.
Yeah, and that's Zygarde. Well, I don't know if they are or adding a chapter or making an add-on or making another separate game, like Emerald or
Everybody
Yellow.
thinks they're just going to add another game. They're going to make a Z, which is going to be
this game plus an add-on.
Yeah.
And if they do, I'll buy it. It's fine.
Just another one to put in my collection.
But they fixed it with Alpha or Oris by including a Emerald chapter, is what they called it. With the whole
Emerald chapter.
Yeah, that's what they called it. At the very end, after you beat the game and you beat it.
Oh, you can do the whole Rayquaza thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it wasn't a separate game. It was just an added thing already in the game after you beat everything. That's what it was.
Well, can you catch the Z Pokemon right now or no?
Yeah, I got them. You can go into the cave after you beat the game. You go into a cave somewhere. I can't remember where it was. It was like near the area where you can catch Mewtwo and a Ditto. Finally, and then he was just. And then he's in the cave next to these orbs that help out Dialga, or you can give it to Dialga and what's the other one?
Palkia?
Yes, thank you. Like it enhances a dragon in this form and a dragon in steel form. Adamant orb and something orb. Dang, I need to play again. Okay, but Zygarde's in that same thing. But adding different forms to them, that just makes it where they can add another movie to it, and I'm cool with it. I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to get your opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so nice little segue into Pokemon Land there. Got to do that every once in a while. And I just got reminded by my son that one of these days I promised him he could come on and talk about the Fire Emblem games that have already released in Japan but are coming stateside here soon. So we'll probably do that next week.
Cool.
So a little bit more TGS news because again, it's the only news we've seen out of TGS. We have the announcement of the release date, Japanese release date for Star Ocean 5, Integrity and Faithlessness.
Woo!
On February 25th, 2016 in Japan with a sometime in 2016 Western release. Star Ocean 5 is still developed by Tri-Ace in collaboration with Square Enix and is unique in the fact that they have said there will not be any DLC or expansion packs.
I don't believe.
A game that you can buy for your PS4 that's actually the entire game when you get it. What a novel concept.
Who does that?
Come
Believe it
on.
when I see it.
Yeah. That's a lot more accurate than you'd believe.
In other news, there were also announced new color faceplates and controllers for PlayStation 4. Those will be coming out November 6th.
Bad.
Yeah, he went away.
Silver, steel,
Oh, there you
black,
are. You disappeared for a second.
translucent. I disappeared? What
Yeah.
the fudge is going on? What's the last you heard?
You went.
Wow, now you guys are all glippy.
Ah.
Wow. So much for my amazing... Oh, well, it's because I'm too far away from the wireless router. That's why.
And there's walls.
Sigh. Okay, because I had to rearrange the way my stuff is, so now... All right, well... okay, PlayStation covers and controllers?
Yes, I want Crystal. I want Crystal so bad.
Unfortunately, we don't know if any of them are coming to North America yet.
No, they're coming to North America. If they're not coming to North America, I am hand making them and then making them come to North America.
Might be cheaper or easier just to import them, but...
Oh, no. You don't know. No. Oh! No. Mine. I want the Crystal. Gold's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, well, this week they're getting the classic black, aqua blue, neon orange, and glacier white. Those are the variants that have come out, and now they'll all be able to be purchased independently, independent of the system that they came with that had that color. And then later in the year, they're getting the gold, silver, steel, black, and crystal. So we're getting an aqua blue Vita.
Cool. Getting an aqua blue legacy product, woot.
Oh, seriously, internet, come on.
Are you back?
I don't think he
Am
is.
I back?
Are you back?
I'm back.
You're back.
All right, we'll try and knock out the rest of this bit here. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm losing my wireless signal, but so Koei Tecmo announced another game, Neo. I'm assuming it's Nioh. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. During the Tokyo Game Show, it's going to be some sort of slash game. Imagine that.
Shocker.
So multiplayer Resident Evil shooter game has been announced called the Umbrella Corps, or Umbrella Corps. It's Resident Evil Umbrella Corps in Japan and just Umbrella Corps in North America. It'll be a competitive shooter with short levels and $30.
You know what? I was gonna have a point about it, but you know what? For $30, meh.
Yeah, PC and PS4. So third and first person modes. You know, it might be good. For $30, I can't really complain too much. So we'll hopefully see more about that as it comes along. And then Dark Souls 3 Japanese date was set for March 24th. No North American date yet.
Yes.
So we'll have to wait on that. And then the big news. Well, one of the big news is he has given its final name to Project Morpheus. I think we all kind of thought that Morpheus name would stick with it through the whole time, but that is not to be. PlayStation and Sony have decided that to fit their nomenclature style and branding, it will be the PlayStation VR.
I have high hopes. I have horrible hopes for the name, but I have high hopes for the concept. I have seen the brilliance that some people can come up with, and I leave it in your hands because I think this can go far.
There have been some very good concept things done with it, and I
Mhm.
think we'll see some stuff at PlayStation Experience at the end of the year. We'll see some more really key stuff, but the fact that they've actually given it its final name means we're getting close to a launch.
See, that's my thought.
So
Is it's not just
I'm almost expecting that they might launch it at
what?
PlayStation.
At what?
Thank you. At what? When is it being launched? What are you
At
talking
what
about?
is it?
At what?
And I'm back.
There we
Hi.
go. Now you're back.
I'm back. I'm really kind of annoyed by this. The other big news that hit was that the Sony PlayStation 4, which is already cheaper in Japan than anywhere else, is getting a $50 price cut in that region. So, yeah, I mean, consoles are not doing well in Japan, and this is just further proof of that. However, they are doing remarkably well in Europe and North America, so I don't expect we're going to get a price cut.
We like our consoles.
Seriously, what the fudge, people?
I don't know. But fudge is really tasty, so.
Yeah. So $50 price cut in Japan. Not expecting to see anything in North America or Europe personally. Lots.
I'm a little ticked. I'm not getting a $15 price cut, but not really. It's how much free stuff I have on my PS4. So, meh.
Turo, I'd ask you, but you don't play your PS4, so you don't care whether or not there was a $50 price cut or not.
We should smack him for that.
Wait, 15 or 50?
50, 5-0.
5-0.
Dang, that is a big one.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
It's already almost $100 cheaper in Japan than it is here. It's like 80.
Dang.
I think it's $320 in Japan. With this $50 cut, it puts it under $300.
Isn't it region free? Oh, but the shipping. Never mind.
Yeah, import tax and shipping will kill you there.
Yeah, never mind. JK.
But, you know, it might get a holiday price cut, but I'm really not thinking it's going to get it. It's selling too well.
Mm-hmm.
Though if Microsoft doesn't stop cutting the price of their console, Sony's going to have to. They'll just completely undercut them in price wise, because Microsoft just keeps dropping the price of the Xbox.
That's because eventually people are going to go, and it's $150. Okay, grab like 4 of them.
Exactly. At $150, I might buy one, and I've never owned an Xbox console. Sadly, that brings miss.
What?
Oh, what?
Ooh.
What? Who?
Sadly, that what?
Yeah, sadly that brings us to...
Oh my dear Lord, this is ridiculous.
That doesn't make sense. Sadly, that brings us to, oh dear Lord, that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
oh dear
what I
Lord,
got
this
out
is
of it.
ridiculous. That was what this is. Did somebody say something? Sorry.
No, we were waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, we were excited.
Oh. And you just can't hide it?
I know.
I like it.
I don't know if Turo's just freezing his face to be a dick or if he's really actually freezing just as bad as I am right now. I don't know.
Oh, no, I think he's good. You're the only one with internet problems.
Oh, now his face is moving. Well, I don't know why, too, because since I got this internet connection, this has been rock solid up until I try to do a podcast. And I'm watching my wireless.
Yeah, unless you're doing,
I'm too far
try
away
doing
from the
upload
router.
and
But
downloading
anyway.
at the same time. Your router freaks out.
So I'm gonna. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So, Turo, any other Pokemon news or other news in general that you've been...
I'm actually trying to trade right now. It's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if
I'm not
this
even
will make a
kidding.
difference or not, but solid wood doors. I just opened the door to the room, so that might help because I've noticed it helped the other way around.
Anything really, really solid, carbon heavy.
It's good at blocking signal.
Yes, like unbelievably so.
So I'm going to say this quick.
Sure.
This is real quick. Turo, have you heard about the actual Pokemon gym leaders?
Actual gym leaders?
Like
Wait.
real life gym leaders.
Oh my god! If that's a job,
like you're frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Say that again.
Frozen?
We're good.
Say that again.
If that was a job,
it's not a job, but you can become one, and you can get your own badge, and you can actually hand them out to people.
Oh, that'd be so cool. No, I did not hear about that.
So there is a group out there that will. Oh, how do I put this? There is a group out there that lets you become a gym leader. You choose a type, only one, maybe like a subtype that you're going to focus on, but you choose one type, you create a team out of that type, and then you have a meaning behind it. So the point of it is, even if your opponent loses to you, if they learned your lesson out of it, they still get the badge, just like they do in the show. So if they lose to you, but they're like, no, but I never gave up, and that's what you're doing, you can go, you know what, you learned my lesson, here's your badge. And if they collect all 8, hold on, it gets better. If they collect all 8 badges, this group of people go together to cons with 8 gym leaders, 4 Elite Fours, and the previous champion. And guess what? You have to go around, find them all, and beat them all, and then you're the champion.
Wow.
It looks awesome. I want to make an Ice or Steel team so bad.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
It's a real thing.
We're going to have to cut you off here, Turo, or we will be here all night while you gush over this.
Yeah, I know. It's just I'm so excited. Like I'm literally like I'm not even kidding. I'm trading Pokemon
You're
right now.
palpitating?
No, well,
okay.
I'm trading. Yeah.
You're palpitating? Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, what? Yeah.
So anyway, that brings us to the end of our show. We don't have any reader mail or questions for today. Unfortunately, Mark did not get those to us. So if you have been submitting them, we will get to them. Promise. I'll get him to submit those next week. I don't care what he's doing. He can, farm those out quick into the keep. So that brings us to the end of the show. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, complaints, love, gripes, moans, keep the moaning to yourself, but you can gripe or complain if you want. And praise. We love praise because
we love praise.
We do this for nothing but the praise.
It's actually true.
We do it for the Pokemon.
We do it for the Benjamins that we don't get.
I totally do it for the Pokemon.
So we'll go ahead and you can reach out to us on YouTube or on Gamersledge, Facebook.com/Gamersledge, excuse me. There's Pinterest and Twitter and all that other stuff too.
Twitter.
Twitter. You can visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/Gamersledge. Our YouTube channel, which I don't know the short URL to, so search for Gamersledge. You'll find it, all one word.
You'll find it.
It's not hard. I mean, for Pete's sake, people Google for the Google page, so come on, you people can figure this out.
Why do you Google? I'm gonna stop. I work in IT. Why am I questioning this?
Exactly. So reach out to us. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to see, what you'd like us to talk about, things that you would, questions you'd like us to answer, subjects you'd like us to discuss, things you'd like us to do, things you'd like us to stop doing, and your undying praise and devotion to our cause, which is the love of video games. With that,
there we go.
Horrible closing that I've got to get way better at doing because Mark's not going to be doing it for the foreseeable future.
Hi, Verzion.
Closing thoughts, preferably not about Pokemon. Turo.
Then I'm done. There's nothing.
You didn't say Destiny. I'm good. See, I moved that to you so that they're like, oh, we don't want him to keep going, but Destiny's okay. So you did that. Smart thinking. Yeah.
I guess that's Nick's closing thought.
No.
And moving.
Moving on. Nick.
Closing thoughts. Pokemon Go is going to be awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3 supposedly has a release date of... What was that again?
Oh, I really hope Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't the new Duke
Holidays
Nukem.
2016, wasn't it?
Holiday 2016 was... Like, someone from Square Enix said that. That's just not me being all, I want.
But it's not been officially confirmed, so...
No. It's someone from... It's like somebody from Sony or from Square Enix going, that's our goal.
Right.
So, basically, E3 2016, Square Enix is going to come up, go, here's a 3-minute trailer, that's our entire thing, bye, and that's it. Then they're going to walk out. They're going to drop the mic and leave. It's going to be a 3-minute trailer of Sora, Riku. I haven't played in so long I forgot the names. The girl...
Kyra.
The guy with the 2 swords who got a Keyblade now. All of them kicking each other's butts. Or not themselves, kicking other people's butts. A new type of Heartless coming in. 7,000 Keyblades. Another roller coaster thing. And that'll be it, yeah.
And another Zan something or other, because we have to have more Z people.
You always need more Z people. Why don't you have more Z people in your life?
I don't know. You know, it's a failing that I've not managed to attain. Closing thoughts for myself. Closing thoughts for myself. Destiny still sucks.
Hey, I take that personally because Destiny does not suck as much anymore.
It still sucks.
As much.
No.
A tastier turd sandwich is still a turd sandwich.
It's not a turd sandwich. It's like a deep fried turd sandwich. I mean, it's nicer because it's got the grease on there.
Grease makes everything better. If it's deep fried in bacon grease, maybe. All right. So thanks, folks, for watching. We appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Tell us what you'd like to see, what you don't want to see. I've said all this before, but I'm reiterating. So I'm not so old that I forgot that I said this all before. It's just me repeating because that's supposed to what you do. Anyway. For Mark and the rest of the Gamersledge crew, we have Turo, Nick, and on behalf of Dave, Kate, and all of our ancillary crew, I bid you a good week, and we'll see you next week. Say goodbye, as always, with a fond game on.
Game on.
Come on. Pokemon.